While none of us will forget quarantining at home and binging Netflix in our pajamas in March of 2020, interior designers will see this period of time a little bit differently. For designers, this global pandemic will be seen as a time of re-education and growth that will positively impact the way we design the world around us from here on out. There have been many moments throughout history that have impacted how the world around us is designed.
The Great Fire of London in 1666 was one of the first events that brought change to the design profession. This fire destroyed 80% of the city and led to some of the first regulations on how structures were designed and constructed.
Do you remember the Hyatt Regency walkway collapse in Kansas City in 1981? This small design error within the design structure was catastrophic, but because of the events, attention to design details became significantly more important.
How about the 2003 Station nightclub fire in Rhode Island? This incident impacted how we select materials based on the use of space, exit paths, and fire safety codes, such as implementing sprinkler systems and occupancy load.
History continues to be made and designers continue to adapt. Part of being a designer is being adaptable, accepting change, and always looking for what can be improved for the benefit of the user. Since the beginning of COVID-19, designers have had to think on their feet about changes that need to be made to already existing spaces and how they can accommodate COVID-19 changes. A few of these rapid changes include allowing users to maintain 6 feet of social distancing, advising clients on cleanability and durability of materials for current and future projects, and monitoring air quality and purity.
COVID-19 has impacted how designers collaborate and complete projects. Many companies have found working remotely to be successful, while some employees have returned to the office. There is still a social distancing requirement for public health. Others have remained at home to protect their own well-being.
Moving forward, the focus of commercial office design will center on collaboration and increased social space, as those are the two elements that can be difficult to replicate in a work-from-home environment. It is possible that because remote work has been successful, it may continue into the future. However, this doesn't mean the work of the interior design community will slow down. In fact, it means quite the opposite.
Once the economy is back up and running, there will be an influx of purchasing and rent-on-demand spaces for entrepreneurs because of all of the available retail spaces that are now open because COVID-19 forced them to close. There will also be a rise in residential design because people have spent so much time in their homes, they are now attuned to changes that need to be made.
Both of these scenarios will require the aid of an interior designer to make the space successful.
So how can interior designers serve as leaders in a pandemic or post-pandemic world? Although there is no clear path forward, there is still work to be done to turn challenges into opportunities. People have adapted to COVID regulations and are awaiting a return to normalcy, while designers continue to learn from the past and adapt their practices to prepare for the future for the safety and benefit of the public. This time of global crisis shows how resilience, strength, confidence, and high standards are valuable assets for an interior designer to possess to thrive throughout this pandemic.